back to my channel. If you have been on the internet recently, then you would have definitely been updated with the P. Diddy case. A lot of you may have watched it, been following the news, right? And a great creator that I've really gotten into recently is Stephanie Sue and her channel Rotten Mango, a true crime channel, and she's one of the YouTubers online that's covered this case, right? A lot of people are enjoying it, right? And I am one of the many that actually enjoyed the way that Stephanie delivered and covered this story, this really sensitive, severe case, a very intense of a story. I really enjoyed Stephanie Sue's coverage, but there are some people out there that do not feel the same, and they are literally trying to cancel Stephanie Sue. I do not know why. So I read through the hate comments. I read through mainly Reddit and also YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and I just really don't get it. I really don't. And I don't know Stephanie. I've never met her. I've never spoken a single word to her. She did not pay me to make this video to stand up for her. Literally, I just saw the injustice, the pettiness, the amount of people out there with absolute zero common sense or clarity, like people that are obviously chronically online, to be able to be this petty, to want to cancel Stephanie for this particular series is just insane. This type of pettiness is really showing me the ugly side of YouTube. Not even YouTube, like the ugly side of the internet, the absolute disgusting side of human nature even, right? The fact that there are people behind keyboards with no faces, not their real faces or their real voices to be shown. The type of things that people can say that they're capable of saying, it baffles me. It's disgusting, it's unfair, it's so silly, and it's actually kind of funny. Let's get into today's episode.
Oh my god!
It's the biggest headline of 2025, the biggest scandal, the biggest celebrity news and trial. Everyone is paying close attention. People want to know what is going on. Stephanie Sue gained access to the courtroom for Sean Diddy Combs' federal trial by attending as a member of the public, not as a journalist with press credentials. Federal trials in the US are typically open to the public, which means anyone can attend, provided they arrive early enough and follow the courtroom rules. No phones, no recordings, dress codes. So she got like a press badge, and then she watched the trial. She had teams, she had other people in there with her. I think there were 2 other people in there with her also doing research. And then she went home and then did more research, editing, you know, discussions with her team to make such a great series and I guess podcast or YouTube video for us. I've seen so many people, I've seen real lawyers like cover this. I've seen like channels like the No Face channels where it's just like editing and storytelling, I guess, like celebrity gossip channels talk about this case. I've seen news report talk about this. I've seen politicians talk about this. I've seen like so many different online personalities talk about this, and I'm sorry to say this, and I don't mean to favor Stephanie. I'm not a diehard Stephanie Sue fan. I only recently got into her videos, and one of the reasons is because of the Diddy case, because she just tells the story better than anyone else. It's so in-depth. I don't like watching a YouTube video that's longer than like 30 or 40 minutes. Like 45 minutes, an hour is like my max because I've got a lot of things to do. I really do. One of the videos was like 2 hours and I sat through the entire thing and I wanted more. I'm not desensitized to true crime because I don't always watch true crime. I watch it like once or twice a month, right? Sometimes just once a month. I'm not desensitized. That's the point that I'm trying to make. And I felt so comforted by Stephanie's presence to watch and hear such a heavy case and story. Like, it feels like having a friend like literally grab your hand and sit next to you, and it's like that cozy, comforting feeling. And she did every single one of these videos in this series during this trial. She did it with 100% justice, with sensitivity, with respect, with compassion and empathy. Like, what else do these like haters want? Like these bots? Because at this point, like, are these haters bots at this point? Because I don't get it. Like, what else do people want? Because she literally nailed it. There are so many hate comments, people, thousands of people, no, literally thousands of people wanting her off the internet, calling her disgusting, insensitive, dumb, like literally trying to cancel her. I am lost for words. There's a few reasons why people want to cancel her, okay? It's this particular video on her Instagram that she posted, right? On Miss Mango Butt. That's such a cute name.
I am so smitten by her right now, okay?
Like I said, I'm not like a diehard fan, but she is so cute and I love her big eyes.
I'm sorry, I feel like I'm fangirling her.
I literally have not felt this way about like a YouTuber in so long. Just let me have a moment. This trial is going on for like a long time, okay? For everyone involved in the case. And Stephanie has to sit through like hours on end in the room, right? And she's just watching and she has to listen to everything intently and just write things down because she doesn't have a camera or like she can't record anything, okay? So she is working really, really freaking hard and so is her team. She's there to do a proper job and she wants to do well and she has done really well, right? So she posts a video. Just a girl eating her mushy P&J outside the federal courthouse after spending 8 hours in the same room as Diddy, taking 79 pages of notes because cameras aren't allowed in the courtroom. And I know you need to know what's happening. And the caption is daily recaps coming soon. And the video is literally just her being chilled, eating her sandwich, happy that she's on a break, smiling a little bit because like she just got this massive case that she's allowed to go into to give us a story, right? Probably one of the biggest opportunities that a YouTuber could receive. She's probably a little bit happy because of the opportunity, right? Probably a little bit tired and delusional from sitting in a courtroom for 8 hours doing 79 pages of notes, day on end. I don't think the courts would let her in if she was like problematic, right, and malicious, like what some of the people are saying on the internet, but we'll get into all of that. Someone said, you people do not know how to show SA victims any respect, huh? Like this is all entertainment for you. Someone said, this is a trial for rampant. This is not appropriate. The amount of people with such hatred towards a simple video. This video is not trying to mock victims that's gone through abuse. Like it's not malicious. It doesn't have malicious intent. It doesn't show that she doesn't care. It doesn't show this case involving Cassie is unimportant or that she's mocking it. It doesn't show any of that. Someone said, is this not extremely disrespectful? Someone says, Steph, I know you mean no harm, but this is a little tone deaf given the context of the crime he's been accused of. But thank God there are supporters, right? Okay, work hard, queen. I miss the vlog so much. Someone said, now this is journalism, our girlie working hard. Like there are a lot of people showing her support. Thank goodness. But like she is allowed to feel happy for herself for getting a certain job for a certain case and or for taking a break. Like she's allowed to eat her little peanut butter jelly sandwich and take a tiny little break and smile on camera. It has nothing to do with the abuse of the victims. It doesn't. This is just her on her Instagram showing that she's been working really hard. She's spinning around a little bit, taking a break. She's not mocking anyone. I don't feel any sort of intent in that video. This has literally gone so far. It feels like when like veganism went so hard at one stage, like people were saying like, oh, we can't eat plants anymore. Like people that eat plants, like, you know, plants breathe too. Plants have lives. Plants are a living organism and they have feelings and they feel pain when you eat them. It's like there were literally like a minority of people, like such a niche, I don't even know, like such a niche hate. Like, can you say that? Like a niche hatred? Even hate has to be niche these days. Like, I don't get it. I really don't freaking get it. No one is mocking or being insensitive to any victims. No one. Someone said to anyone hating on Stephanie for this, as an SA and DV victim myself, your block button looks real tasty. Like, I hate being the person that says, oh, you're just jealous, because like I'm against that. I think like if people are raising concerns, we should at least listen first before assuming everyone is jealous of us, right? But in this case, Like I said, jealousy has to be a small part of that because it just doesn't make sense. It's literally so narcissistic now that she is just having a moment to herself after working so hard, and people want to make it about them. Like, people just want their little bit of attention and hatred. For what reason? I don't know. I don't know if they're bots. I'm sure a lot of you are aware of the dead internet theory. I've kind of mentioned it before. The dead internet theory, how over 50% of these comments online across all platforms are apparently bots set up to anger and trigger us and make us stay online for longer, maybe? Because oh my gosh, last night I was literally, okay, we'll get into this, right? I was looking through her YouTube comments and so many people were like, why do you have to do that silly little noise, that voice thing? Like, people were literally paying out Stephanie Sue's voice, right? You've been watching this girl for how many years, right? Years on end, her true crime podcast, and now you have an issue with her voice, right? And also to the newcomers that watch her videos and you don't like her voice, then don't watch, right? If her voice is saying something genuinely insensitive, genuinely disgusting things, she's using her voice to say weird things that has nothing to do with the case or the trial, then fair enough, but it's just her speaking voice. What do you want her to do about it? Anyway, it was YouTube, it was on YouTube, and so many people were just complaining about her voice, and I'm like, okay, whatever. It just some of them just triggered me so much. I was literally, I think I drafted 2 or 3 messages, which I didn't send, and you know how sometimes you control your anger and you manage it so nicely, and then you look up to God and you're like, I did that. I did that, old man. That one's for you. I control myself. I am an adult. I have self-control. You know what I mean? I'm just I don't know if these comments are real, right? And then it got to a point where I was deep into the conspiracy. I was like, what if this is Diddy's family or his little network using bots to hate on Stephanie? I don't know. I just got too into the rabbit hole, okay? Yeah, so I drafted a message, and I was like, okay, if you don't like her videos, then don't watch. And I didn't do it. I didn't give in to it because I'm like, this is, okay, if these people are real, then there must be brain cells missing in their brains to write something like that in the first place. So if I try to explain to them, they wouldn't understand anyway. They'd just be down to argue, right? So it's a lose-lose situation. And if these people aren't real, they're just bots, it's still a lose-lose situation because I'm just talking to the freaking algorithm. No matter who writes these, if they're real or not, the internet is designed to make us stay on it for as long as we possibly can. So what I'm trying to say is if you enjoyed an episode of a content creator, or if you didn't enjoy an episode of a content creator, comment what you want to comment on the video or don't, right? After you watch it, and if it triggers you, then log off, right? Just log off and just take a breather, go outside for a walk. It's just the internet. It's designed to make you stay on it for as long as it possibly can. So why would you fall for it?
Speaking of staying on the internet, you're still here.
So this all started on Reddit on the r/LA influencer snark page. This is by lazy_virus_8424. Your username is lazyvirus. I think there was this hater in one of my videos that commented some hate, and her name was literally autistic sugar baby. Enough said. Some people's usernames are just so freaking silly. Sensitive content. Trigger warning. Very sensitive content, Diddy trial. So Stephanie had been able to actively attend the Diddy trial currently happening and has been making videos on what has been happening in the courtroom, which includes reading transcripts. Here, she is reading transcripts of Cassie testifying and mentioning a horrible moment she had with Diddy. I understand what Stephanie is trying to do by trying to show how Cassie might have said it in the courtroom. But I can't be the only one who finds this to be so insensitive. The way she does this voice anytime she is talking about something traumatic that happened to a victim is just disgusting to me. Sorry, I have no clue if she's an influencer or not, but I just had to share because when I saw this, I was extremely disgusted by her. Okay, this post has over 1.3 thousand likes, right? About 400 comments. Well, this was only 2 days ago. Someone says Stephanie Sue used to eat on camera while talking about people getting dismembered and murdered. Yeah, like she did do that. Stephanie Su did used to do mukbang. She did mukbang back in the day as well, talking about some true crime, which she stopped. She stopped. Let me say it one more time. She stopped. Like, she did something that was quite insensitive, talking about true crime while eating and mukbang. Yeah, that's gross. I feel like that does desensitize people to a whole new level, right? I feel like that is pure just entertainment. That's not right. A lot of people were kind of like ill, like gross, but she changed it up. She did. She realized what she did wrong. She changed it. She stopped. She has evolved her content. What more do you want? She's given back to the community, right? She's a philanthropist. Like, she's made mistakes, but who hasn't?
I've made mistakes. You've made mistakes. We've all made mistakes.
Like, if she's still doing insensitive things to this day, then fair enough. I get it. But she hasn't. What do you want more from here? That she like gets on her knees and begs for your forgiveness? She has her head so deeply thoroughly up her own ass that she can't see how narcissistic and sickening this actually is, making someone else's real psychological and physical trauma your own by acting it out. This is not an audition reel, Stephanie. Someone said y'all tripping. She's literally reading the court transcript. Like, yeah, she's literally reading the court transcript. And people are saying like,
you're putting a high-pitched voice on.
like, first of all, Stephanie Su has a naturally high-pitched voice. Like, her voice is already kind of high-registered for a girl, for a female. I feel ridiculous because I'm like, why am I sitting here explaining it to dummies? And some people are literally saying like, you're not doing Cassie's voice properly. Like, why don't you come and sit here and teach her how to do it? And like, why don't you start a channel and teach her how to do it? Then I had more respect for you. Then your words would actually have more credibility. She's literally just shifting her tone a little bit, a little higher, right? That's how she speaks. Just so she can read the transcript. Just so that we know that there's a different person talking. Because like, there are so many different people in this transcript. If she was to use her normal voice, it would be hard if you're listening to a podcast, right? Because most people listen to her as a podcast. They don't watch her screen. Like, if you watch it intently, then I get it. But like, most people listen to her. You wouldn't know who's talking or who's who if she doesn't put on or like change the tonality a little bit. And then there are people saying like, she's not a journalist.
She's not a real lawyer.
She's not a psychologist.
She's not anyone that understands the law or a law professional or a legal professional. Like, yes, she never said she was. She's never mentioned she was. In the beginning of the video, she literally, like 2 minutes in the video, she literally says, I am not these things. Like, I'm doing the best I can with my team and we're putting a story together and keeping you guys updated with the case. Also, FYI, watch with caution or like trigger warning. Like, she has given all the disclaimers. I'm sorry, but if you missed that bit and you still continue to watch, then maybe that's your problem. If you want to watch a real criminal lawyer or a real defense lawyer or just like a journalist talking about this, then go watch it. There are plenty of them on YouTube. Why are you watching Stephanie Su's video again and again and again if you know that she's not? I'm serious when I say this. These are freaking bots. They want to keep us on the internet. I refuse to believe this is how dumb humanity has become. I refuse to believe it. By the end of the series, Stephanie Su was literally almost on the verge of tears. Through the entire series, she was standing on the side of the victim, telling the story with such empathy and compassion and understanding. Like, what more do you want from her? Like I said, do you want her to like get on her knees and like start bawling her eyes out to prove that she has empathy? She didn't overdo it. She didn't underdo it. She did it so perfectly. Someone said, I can't stand her. And the rest of these fake reporters, like, why is she even at the trial? How did she get in? Give her a seat to a real journalist. She's literally a YouTuber. Yeah, we know she's a YouTuber and we want to see her videos. She's a freaking YouTuber and she knows she's a YouTuber. That's why she was excited when she had this type of opportunity to do a bigger case. She is like a form of storytelling. She tells stories and she does it in her own way. She can do it however she wants on her channel. Like, it's her channel and it's her mouth, her voice, her opportunities. She can tell the story however she likes, and I think she's doing a superb job. There are literally like fake ass lawyers, right? There are fake lawyers, fake gurus, fake doctors, fake neurosurgeons on the internet giving advice. We have literally presidents or prime ministers across the world, like around the world, that weren't educated. Some of them back in the days even, that never even went to university. Till this day, there are some prime ministers or presidents that don't have actual credential, freaking academic credential to be a president or a prime minister, and they become one and they're running a country, which is absolutely absurd. Like, some police academies do like maybe 6 or a year of training, and then boom, they're the police. Like, they're the law enforcement. They get to go on the streets with a gun. The point that I'm trying to make is that we have Stephanie Sue, who's never claimed she was anything but a YouTuber who got passed as a member of the press so she can do this case. She's not a journalist. She never claimed she was. She's really honest. She gives all the disclaimers out, all the warnings. She looks after everyone's feelings. She's doing it with, again, such compassion and understanding, and she's doing it so carefully, and she's articulating the story and telling it so flawlessly, and there are still people nitpicking. This is literally like the reason that people don't want to be nice anymore. It's like honesty and doing the right thing and saying the right thing and trying to perform well so everyone feels comfortable. Maybe this is why people don't want to do that anymore, because there are thousands of people out there apparently who has problems with it, who nothing can be good enough for them. This is just so unfair to the point where it's ridiculous at this point. It's really freaking sad. It's like, it reminds me of the Mr. Beast case. Again, Mr. Beast is someone that's made mistakes, but in comparison, right? Overall, Mr. Beast has donated so much freaking money, which he doesn't have to do. You can't say many millionaires or billionaires out there do what Mr. Beast does with his money. He has helped so many people, whether if it's online, recorded or not. That man has given back, right? And he is getting daily death threats and people telling him to kill himself for doing nice things. And like, this is what I mean. This is why no one wants to do nice things anymore. Or maybe these people are bots, right? Because I refuse to believe there are people that disgusting to say that to another human being, to say kill yourself and send death threats, right? This is making society not want to like be good people. Like, if being a good person and changing your direction, right, trying to do well and trying to be good, if being a good person doesn't even get praised for, then no one will want to be good. It's just like, it makes me think, like, is this just like another tactic? Because like, if everyone is good and trying to be nice to each other, then there would actually be world peace. Then suffering will be lessened and people will be happier. And maybe the capitalistic world won't make as much money or try and medicate us. They can't medicate us anymore or confuse us anymore. Maybe this is just another tactic. I guess the point that I'm trying to make is, whether or not you get shat on for being a good person, you should still be a good person. But I'm just saying, this is really unmotivating, demotivating a lot of people. I feel like this is why a lot of young people on the internet are saying like, be a bitch, right? Because like, they're gonna talk about you anyway. Why not just be a bitch? That, right, this weird type of mindset that people have. I can kind of understand where they're coming from now. Like, hatred like this is kind of demotivating some people to try and be good people, because there are some idiots out there who can't seem to see the good. This is black and white thinking to a whole new level. It really is. It's really scary. But anyway, that is all for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I don't know if you'll ever see this video, Stephanie, but if you do, I support you. A lot of people out there support you. It's just the freaking internet at the end of the day. Ignore the bots. Love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.